How does a day-to-day look like for QA tester?
Yeah, so I did functionality testing for a while on Shadow of Mordor, actually, a while back. And so what that looks like is you get in, you talk to your test lead who's probably already had meetings with management and understands kind of the flow, what the build you're going to get today is because they're going to have made changes. So what version of the game you're getting, what's working, and a list of areas that are buggable and not buggable. So what happens is a lot of times you'll have an environment that's under construction.
You mentioned the terms buggable or not buggable. What does that mean, buggable?
Yeah, so buggable is as a QA person, you are able to write bugs about this. And the reason for that is so, especially say in like an open world game, there might be 15 zones, but six of them are actively being worked on by the art team. So if you write any bugs, they're already probably changing everything that you've bugged. And so it's actually just a waste of your time to be in that zone. So it's unbuggable or, off limits.
Out of scope.
Exactly, out of scopes. That sounds way more official. I like it. So yeah, you'll get a list of areas that you can cover. Maybe they'll just even assign you an area and say like you're here today. And then they'll also tell you what kinds of bugs are in scope. So if you're working in an early alpha build, crashes you're probably not going to report because it's not stable, nobody's optimized anything. And you're actually going to be focused on things like core mechanics, like does swinging the sword work properly? Does grabs work properly? Things like that. And then you sit down, check your emails. You probably have a stand up with your team. So each of you will kind of talk about what you're doing, what you observed. So if you reported any high priority issues yesterday, you can relay that to the team and tell them, hey, I found this. Let's keep an eye and kind of brainstorm on how you're going to attack that problem. And then that's maybe an hour of your day. And then the remaining 6 hours, you're usually actually on the build. Maybe you have to change builds midday and things change and are difficult, but you're usually testing around that. So you are actually playing the game quite a bit. But every time that you say find a bug, you say, okay, you have to stop, you have to screenshot it, you have to video, and then you have to write the bug, which is, usually a header, steps to reproduce it, what happened, what should be happening. If there are requirements attached to it, you have to find and put those in, then attach your screenshots and videos, find the person to assign that to. And so you actually do a lot of paperwork in your day,
Mm-hmm.
like probably 2 to 3 hours of paperwork a day minimum. And it only gets worse as you get further into the stratosphere of this career. So that's, I think, the part that a lot of people don't realize is you spend a lot of time doing that. And then an engineer will tell you like, I can't reproduce this and send it back to you. And you have to go back and look at your steps again and say like, oh, I forgot to say turn left at the rock, right? And you have to go back and redo all of your steps and figure it out again.